this is my filming setup for the day. This is my almost finished bathroom. I still need a shower curtain over there. Let me see if I can, with white. So, I did think I would go ahead and film in here today because today's video is all about beauty products that we can find either at a local drugstore or on Amazon. They're just good, hardworking products that don't really cost that much money, but are so beneficial. So this just seemed like a good place, and I was excited to give it a go. So let me get started. I have probably way too many, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I guess I hate to cut one, but let me get going with what these products are and why I love them so much. And I think I will kind of cover them based on how long I've been using them. So my very favorite hand lotion is Lubriderm Advanced Therapy Lotion, and I like the intensely the extra dry skin variety, and I have probably used this for 10 or 20 years. I don't know exactly, but I love it so very much because it actually hydrates. It is not one of those things that's just watery but smells wonderful, or creamy but then leaves you kind of a greasy hand. So if you work in an office, then you leave fingerprints on things. This is just a good, hardworking lotion that has vitamin E, B5, and skin essential lipids. It's just good. It works. It's not gimmicky. There is no scent to it. I don't think any of them have a scent. No. So you don't have to worry about adding more chemicals on your skin, and it leaves your hands hydrated without feeling greasy. And of course you can put it all over your body. I usually, after I get out of the shower, I'll put it on my legs. I'll put it on my elbows. I just love this stuff, and it's not all that expensive. The bigger the container, the happier I am. I keep it right under my bathroom sink, and then that way I can just, after I wash my hands or get out of the shower, just put it on really quickly and move on to the next thing. So this is my #1 all-time probably favorite thing in the world. I've always had 3 things I couldn't live without. I always have to have something on my lips, lotion on my hands, and perfume on. So this will be with me probably till the day I die, but love it. I highly recommend it. If you don't already have some, get some quickly. My next item, #2 on my list, and you may, I don't think it's back there, when we took a little glimpse at the shower, it is over there, a very large tub of Cetaphil Gentle Skin Facial Cleanser. And here's that little travel size. That's such a practical, useful product. But I do have the large container over there. And again, this was recommended to me by a dermatologist probably 30 years ago, and it's one of the things that I've never had a reaction to it. It isn't full of the bad things. Oh, let me run look real quick. Let me see the ingredients. This is my big one, and mild, non-irritating formula, softens as it cleans, every age, every stage, every day. Formulated by dermatologist, soothing, non-irritating, ideal for face, hands, and body, helps skin retain needed moisture, rinses easily, and leaves skin soft, feeling smooth and healthy, mild enough to cleanse a baby's delicate skin. A Apply a liberal amount of cleanser to dry skin, rub off, remove excess with soft cloth, leaving a thin film on the skin. The ingredients are water, cetyl alcohol, propylene glycol, sodium lauryl sulfate, sterile alcohol, methyl paraben, propyl paraben, and butyl paraben. Then next on my list would be something also recommended by a dermatologist, and that is amlactin. I have spoke about it before. It's an alpha hydroxy body lotion, and I'm telling you, you put this on dry elbows, dry heels, dry knees, anywhere you have a dry patch, and it will soften, remove the dead skin cells, and just leave your skin baby smooth. It is an alpha hydroxy product, so you don't want to go out in the sun. It could cause you to have skin sensitivity, especially to a sunburn. But it's kind of a thinner consistency, watery wise, but it's not like a hand lotion that you're going to be using 10 times a day. This is something that, you know, you really want to be specific about where you use it. It does encourage natural skin cell renewal through exfoliation, and it works deeply and offers long-lasting moisture and serious relief per the bottle. But anyway, this is really good stuff. I know they have a whole range of different products, but this is the particular one that I like and use. It is a 12% lactic acid and is pH balanced and fragrance free and non-greasy. Next up, these items are probably all a wee bit newer, but they're also things other than two that I have used for years. So not like I got them yesterday by any means, but I do like a good cuticle cream. And working in an office environment, I just love to keep this in my desk drawer so that while I'm reading a document, I can take it out and just mindlessly put it on my cuticles and go on about my day. Again, when I worked in the office, I would probably put this on once or twice a day just to help with the dryness that comes from working with papers. Now, if you sew and work a lot with fabric, same thing. You're going to get a lot of dryness just from dealing with those textiles. It just naturally has a drying effect. If you wash dishes a lot, that happens. Cleans a lot of your house, you know, that happens as well. This is Burt's Bees Lemon Butter Cuticle Cream. This is a good one. You can also try like a little tin of shea butter. What's the brand? L'Occitane. That is also good. But I do like having it in this form because it's just so simple to have this in a drawer and throw it in your purse or whatever's convenient for you. This one has been well loved because, as you see, it is totally empty now, but I love it and it has served me well. So time for a replacement right now. I am just using, I think I have a little bit of shea butter, but a very little bit. So I've got to get replacements. Now the rest of this, it all kind of blends together as far as how long I've had it, but let me just get going and share with you. This is Thayer's Witch Hazel. I use it as a toner and it is alcohol free. I have the rose petal scent, but I also believe there is a cucumber aloe scent, but it's just a good alternative to an astringent and it's not as drying. It helps to protect your skin from airborne impurities, and it is certified organic, grown in Connecticut, does have aloe vera to hydrate, rose water to help soften your skin and give it a healthy glow. And the witch hazel tightens pores and smooths skin without drying. Alcohol-free, paraben-free, gluten-free. Okay, I'm probably going to pronounce this wrong. Phthalate-free. If you can correct my pronunciation, please do. But that is a good one, and I actually am in need of some more, but I actually put it in little travel bottles, and then that way when I am ready to travel, I don't have to worry about it. I just throw it in and ready to go. Cerave facial moisturizing lotion is my next product, and I just have a little sticker on it for myself so that I know, I can remind myself when to use it. It is for normal to dry skin. It does not have any SPF in it, but it's just a good moisturizer that doesn't have anything bad in it. It does have some good things in it, such as triglycerides, niacinamide. That is a good one. And again, all these things you can get conveniently at the drugstore. Now, I don't know, maybe people do. I have not seen a lot on micellar waters here, and I think I actually asked on Facebook if anybody used a micellar water, and I didn't get one single person that said they did. So I'm feeling like it is something that's out there and maybe some people use and some people don't. This is the Cerave brand, and it is a cleansing, hydrating, and makeup removal product that does not disrupt the protective skin barrier. It has 3 essential ceramides and niacinamide, and it is a no rinse formula, ultra gentle cleanser. And so what I like to do is use it on a reusable cotton pad, just put a little bit on there and then go over my skin, especially like my eye area, because it is so tough to get eye makeup off at night. This is a good for a double cleanse. I like to start with this, and then even though it does say it's a no rinse formula, I do like to kind of make sure I have nothing on my skin at night until I put my moisturizers and serums and that sort of thing on. So I'll start with this, and then I will follow up with another cleanser, which is escaping me now. I believe it is, well, I can't even think of the brand, but I will pop it on the screen for you. But anyway, this is a good one to get going, and it does say it's accepted by the National Eczema Association. So I don't know. I feel like it's not a bad thing, and if you're going to be double cleansing, you know, it's just a good way to get a lot of that stuff off before you go in with your second step. Now, something I started using, I think it was maybe at Thanksgiving or Christmas time, I don't remember which, is this Eucerin product. And what happened was I've got to where every now and then I will just have like an allergic reaction, a chemical reaction to something. It started several years ago with like hair dye a little bit, and it just, every now and then it happens for unknown reasons. I obviously use something, but don't know what it is that's doing it. So when that happens, I just want something very soothing for my skin. And we were on vacation visiting Mike's family, and they happen to have a Target, and so I went in search of something that would help stop the burning. It was on my neck at that point, help stop the burning and just soothing. That was the main thing I wanted. And of course, Eucerin is a really good brand, so I just walked up and down the aisles, did a little research on my phone while I was doing that, and this is the product I ended up getting. It is Original Healing Cream, for extremely dry, compromised skin. And it said it is emollient rich, fragrance free, and dermatological skincare. So a little goes a long way. I've been using it several months and still have a lot in there. So I just take a little on my hand, and I've got to where I do it every morning because I have really dry, what do you call it? Wattle? I don't know. That part of the skin is so very aging. That is so annoying. But mostly I will just put it right there in the middle because there are so many products that you can't put on your neck, either due to fragrances or something that's in it. So that's just one that I put on usually every morning and every night. But whenever I start to have a little bit of a chemical burn, this is what I reach for. And sometimes, like if I'm doing a lot of dishwashing, it does help to create a barrier. So I will even put some on the back of my hands. Again, just to prevent, because it does have a very, I would almost say heavy texture to it. So I don't know that you'd want to use it as a hand lotion all the time. Because again, you kind of got a little bit more tack to it and a little bit more greasy consistency. But if I'm doing a lot of dishes, then I don't really mind that. It helps to, prevent that water from sinking into my skin and just helps keep them moisturized. And if a lot of us as we age, when it's times that we're in a kitchen a lot, like the holidays, you can get fingers that crack, and that is a good one to help soothe it after it happens or even to prevent it before it happens. And I am in the home stretch, the last 3 products. If you have read my blog or watched videos before, you know one of my very favorite things in the world is pure lanolin. Lanolin can be used for so many things. It is good for moisturizing the skin. It can help heal sunburns by providing moisture to the area, relieving the burning, and helping to prevent peeling. I use it for my lips. It is good for treating chapped lips, and also a lot of moms that breastfeed use it to prevent cracking on their nipples. And it's also good for hydrating cuticles, so I might have to fill my little tin with some lanolin. And then also it can help with fine lines and wrinkles. So I have been known to put a little bit at night before I go to bed on my 11s right between my eyebrows, just to try to moisturize that area and minimize the look of those fine lines and wrinkles. Now, lanolin did get a bad rap. I think I read that it was probably around the 60s, because lanolin is made from sheep's wool, and there were chemicals that were on the wool that got into the products. And so some people had some allergic reaction to lanolin due to the chemicals in there. But that was a long time ago. Different chemicals are used, and so they're not as much on the wool. And then the process of extracting the lanolin and providing it to a consumer make sure that none of that carries through. So chances are you're not going to have a problem with it, but just like any product, you're going to want to test in an inconspicuous area, and if it does cause a problem, discontinue use. But I promise this has been something that I reach for daily. Of course, like I mentioned, I put this on my lips all the time. I sleep in it on my lips. But also, it's something just like the Eucerin that I'll use on my hands when I've been washing dishes a lot. It's just a really good product that is very versatile, and I like to carry a little pot of it with me when I travel. Another good product that you're going to find easily, readily at your drugstore or on Amazon is a vitamin E oil, something that can be applied to the skin. Of course, vitamin E can also be a supplement that you take. It is an antioxidant and an anti-inflammatory, and it's got a lot of good benefits to take orally, but it's also great to use topically. And doing the research for this video, I saw where a lot of people use it even for their hair and create masks that they put on their hair. It helps supposedly reduce hair loss, and it also provides moisture and helps with scalp circulation, dandruff, reduces or balances oil production, and provides a lot of benefits that way. But the way I use it, and also my husband uses it, is on our face. And we got into that because a couple of years ago maybe I gave my husband a face mask to use because I think he'd come back from a business trip and his face was kind of chapped from being in a colder climate. And so I gave him a face mask, and I should have known better. He has very sensitive skin, and it kind of made it worse actually. So he was talking to his mom about it, and she said, put vitamin E on your face, and it really did help him a lot. So I have since started using it as well. It will help with hyperpigmentation, and we can get that as we age with hormones or whatever. I know that when I have a spot here, and when I went to my dermatologist, it was something about using hairspray and getting it on your skin, and it could lead to those hyperpigmented spots as well. So I have not used it for that, but it is supposed to help with aging and wrinkles. It can be used as a face mask. Put it on your face before you go to bed and let it soak in overnight, and then wash off whatever might be left the next day. Some people use it for acne scarring, and it can be pretty much used anywhere for dry skin. Of course, cuticles would be a good one. And it is an anti-inflammatory, so it was good for my husband's situation that he was going through, but I think it would probably also be good for some of the chemical burns that I have been experiencing. So definitely this one is a heavy hitter, and it is often seen in other products that you will buy, and it may not list it as vitamin E. It may list it as alpha tocopherol. So just know that those are one and the same. And it's, gosh, anything that can help relieve dry, frizzy hair, but also inflammation and aid in the prevention of free radical caused wrinkles and, sun damage and all that, is a pretty good product, especially when you consider this isn't that expensive. So that is one to keep in mind. And then next I wanted to mention the whole line of Olay regenerist moisturizers. I have not found one that I really don't like. This one is the Ultra Rich Hydrating Moisturizer. So these are easy to find in local drugstores or on Amazon, but they are, for a drugstore product, kind of expensive. If I recall correctly, maybe in the $27 range, but they are actually quite good. Again, I am particular. I don't want something that smells good and is just water, or I don't want something greasy. This one is a thicker texture, which is what I wanted, but I don't think there's any scent in it. If there is a scent, it's very light, but it's a very thick and emollient, creamy consistency. So you kind of have to dig in there to get it out, if that makes sense. It's not a whipped sort of texture, but it also stays with you through the night. It is so moisturizing, and it does not show me what's in there. That must have been on the box. This says use face and neck morning and night. I have been using it just at night, but all of these products are easy to obtain, very affordable, but good products to have. And I gotta tell you, you know, I'm sure I could find $100 hand lotion, and I will tell you it would not be any better than this. So I just, sometimes I feel like we should put our money on things that you can't get cheaper. And these are all good products that, you know, are so, you're getting a good return on your investment, such as the lanolin. I believe this is $7 or $8, and if you've bought a tube of Lano lips, isn't that $7 or $8 for a little bitty tube of lip balm? So why not get the bigger tub and not only put it on your lips, but put it on your cuticles, your heels, your, you know, dry elbows, whatever you might have going on. That is it for me for this week. I would be remiss if I did not end this video by acknowledging what's going on in our world and asking you to join with me in praying for the country of Ukraine as well as its citizens. And if you are where you can do something extra to help those people, be it a donation through a source such as the Red Cross, I would encourage you to do that as well. This could be any of us in our countries and in our homes going through this, and I know that we would hope that others would try to help us as well. So with that in mind, I will end this video, and if you would, please subscribe or make a comment or provide feedback on any of these products if you have used them yourself. And I will see you next week with more new content. Until then, have a good week. Bye-bye.